During the battle over Coruscant, Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi would once again come face to face with the Jedi traitor Count Dooku. In Dooku's eyes, this duel was meant to be a test for the Chosen One. He was instructed to kill Master Kenobi and isolate Skywalker by himself. The true plan for this encounter, only Sidious himself knew. He wanted to see just how powerful Anakin had become and how he would match up against his current apprentice. Count Dooku's final thoughts during his duel with Anakin Skywalker are shown in detail in the novelization of Episode 3. As Dooku entered the room, flanked by two super battle droids, Chancellor Palpatine immediately told Anakin and Obi-Wan to get help, as he stated neither of them were any match for a Sith Lord. Anakin turned around and met Dooku's direct gaze for the first time since their duel in the abandoned hangar on Geonosis, where Dooku had taken Anakin's upper right arm in battle. Dooku could feel Kenobi's disapproval of Skywalker's pride, and he could also feel Kenobi's effortless self-restraint in focusing on the matter at hand, telling Anakin, "This time we do it together." Dooku's experienced and sharp eye picked up on the tightening of Skywalker's droid hand on his lightsaber grip. Before any sabers were ignited, Dooku asked for their weapons and to not make a mess in front of the Chancellor. He then asked about the well-being of Senator Amidala. Immediately, Dooku could feel the anger swelling up in Anakin. Dooku's mindset going into this duel was to isolate Skywalker and slaughter Kenobi. Beyond that, it would merely be a matter of spinning Skywalker into enough of a frenzy to break through his Jedi restraint and to reveal his darker side. As the duel begun, Dooku barely even seemed to be paying attention to the Chosen One. Filled with frustration, Anakin force-shoved a table away from the wall and sent it flying toward Dooku with astonishing speed. The old Sith Lord realized that the young boy still had some power after all. As Anakin boasted he was twice the Jedi he was since their last encounter, Dooku thought to himself, he has such a fragile little ego. Master Sidious will have to help him with that. As the duel continued around the room, Dooku thought Anakin and Obi-Wan's attempt at defeating him was pathetic. They were certainly energetic enough, leaping around and raining blows almost at random, cutting chairs to pieces and force pushing them in every direction imaginable, while Count Dooku continued in his graceful way to outmaneuver them so thoroughly it was all he could do to keep himself from laughing out loud. He already knew each of the Jedi's dueling tactics. Skywalker was the swift one, while Kenobi was a master of the defensive lightsaber form Surisu. Skywalker came out of nowhere and carved through a table so that it collapsed under Dooku's weight, sending him to the floor. Dooku no longer had the advantage. This was not in the plan, he thought to himself. As Dooku tried to leave, Skywalker was already there. Dooku was completely shocked. Where had this come from, he thought. Dooku's breath went short and hard. He no longer tried to block Skywalker's strikes, but only guide them slanting away. He could not meet Skywalker strength to strength. Not only did Anakin wield tremendous reserves of Force energy, but his sheer physical power was absolutely astonishing to Count Dooku. Realization burst through Dooku's consciousness like the fireball of dying ships outside. This pair of Jedi fools had somehow managed to become entirely dangerous. He sent Kenobi flying backward to crash hard against the wall, but Dooku did not have time to enjoy it. Once again, Anakin was all over him, and he was only getting stronger. Each parry cost Dooku more power than he used to throw Kenobi across the room, and each block aged him a decade. Against Skywalker one-on-one, he was completely outmatched. Dooku sent a surge of energy through the Force. Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi struck the floor at a steep angle as the platform above collapsed onto him. Dooku found this gratifying as Anakin Skywalker rushed him with lightning speed. Skywalker leapt from the balcony, and Dooku felt a new twist in the current of the Force between them, and he finally understood. He understood how Skywalker was getting stronger, and how he'd become a machine of battle. He finally saw why Sidious had been so interested in him for so long. Anakin Skywalker was a natural. This boy had the gift of fury, he thought to himself. Although the duel with Anakin and Count Dooku in Episode 3 is very short, it's one of my favorite duels in Star Wars. Getting to see Count Dooku completely out of his comfort zone and shocked at Anakin's raw power is really fascinating. Count Dooku had been an expert swordsman for decades, And yet when Anakin tapped into his anger and the dark side, Dooku never stood a chance. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and learned something new, feel free to like and subscribe. And remember, the Force will be with you always.